So today, we have such an exciting episode as we're making a historic Spanish recipe that dates back all the way to the Spanish Civil War, and it hails from the beautiful province of Cádiz. We're talking chickpeas with rice. Now, what makes this dish interesting is the name of it, as it's known as Garbanzos como Conejo, which translates to chickpeas like rabbit. And the reason for the name, during the Civil War, certain ingredients were very difficult to get like meat, so people would make recipes just like this one that were packed with protein and would give you the energy for a hard day's work. Folks, we're talking a ton of great flavors, heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes. Alright, let's begin by getting our ingredients ready. I'm going to finely chop 1 small onion, roughly chop 4 large cloves of garlic, finely chop 1 small green bell pepper, and finely grate 2 tomatoes. And we'll also drain 2 cans of chickpeas into a colander and rinse them under some cold running water. The size of the cans I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is about 440 grams each. For the next step, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat. You can also use a stock pot here if you like. And I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the chopped vegetables, except for the grated tomato. And as always, we'll mix the vegetables around continuously, that way they all evenly saute. After 4 to 5 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sauteed, we'll add in the grated tomato, and we'll give it a mix until everything's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a couple minutes without mixing the mixture. After about 3 minutes, and the grated tomato has slightly thickened, I'm going to add in half a cup of white wine, which is 120 milliliters. If white wine is not your thing, you can use any broth of your choice here with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. And we'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads. You'll find a link where you can get the golden saffron I'm using in the description box below. And once again, we'll give it a quick mix and then simmer for a couple minutes without mixing the mixture. After 2 to 3 minutes, and the alcohol has cooked off in the wine, and you can see it's reduced in half, we'll add in the drained chickpeas, along with 2.5 cups of water, which is 600 milliliters. Of course, you can also use broth here if you like. However, traditionally water is used here, that way the liquid doesn't overpower the delicate flavors of the dish. And we'll season generously with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll also add in 1 bay leaf. Then we'll turn it up to a high heat, give it a gentle mix, and bring it to a boil. In the meantime, let's start getting our rice ready. I'm going to measure out half a cup of long grain rice, which is about 90 grams. Of course, you can use different types of rice to make this recipe, however, you might need to add in more liquid into the pan. Then we'll add the rice into a fine sieve and rinse it under some cold running water until it starts running clear underneath, which just takes between 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, let's move back to the pan. Once the water comes to a boil, we'll add in the rice, and we'll give this one final mix, that way all the ingredients are evenly distributed. Then we'll place the lid on the pan, and we'll lower it to a low-medium heat, and simmer this for about 15 minutes or until the rice is perfectly cooked through. Important to check the package instructions in the rice that you're using, that way you get the perfect timing on your rice. After about 15 minutes and the rice is beautifully cooked through, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat, transfer some of the mixture into a shallow bowl, and we'll garnish with some fresh parsley. Check it out, Garbanzos como Conejo, a historic Spanish recipe that dates back to the Spanish Civil War. Beautiful presentation, heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Garbanzos como Conejo, such a funny name to this dish, chickpeas like rabbit. Either way, it looks absolutely amazing. Here we go. And the combination of the chickpeas with the rice is absolutely beautiful, and the rest of the ingredients in that saffron really shining through. You know, the beauty of this recipe is that you can serve it warm or even at room temperature on a hot summer's day. Either way, give this a try. Serve it next to a crunchy baguette and of course a bottle of Spanish wine. You're gonna have yourself a taste of Spanish history. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Sam Cohen, Kent Anderson, Grace Swadith, Amy Martinez, and Alan M. Hirschman. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way we can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.